Now, with a question like this, I wouldn't want to use solve systems because with a system of inequalities, it's not just about finding the point at which the two lines intersect, it's about finding where the shaded region is. So there's really basically infinitely many points that could be correct options as long as they're in that shaded region that represents the system of inequalities. So what I would do instead is I would look at the simpler linear inequality and start eliminating answer options that don't meet that specific criteria. So for example, y has to be greater than or equal to -1. Are any of the y coordinates not greater than or equal to -1? Well, -2 is smaller than -1, so at least I could eliminate that one. But that's unfortunately all I was able to eliminate. So now it's at least not as difficult to plug in these remaining options, which is still faster than trying to either use the graphing calculator to graph the two linear inequalities, which we could, or to manually graph it. For sure, that would take a lot of time. So let's go ahead and plug in these ordered pairs specifically to the second inequality because we already know that the three remaining answer options all satisfy the first one. So if I plug in the y coordinate on the left side, so let's say here, 2 is less than or equal to, I'm going to put a question mark because we're trying to see if it is. -4 times 4 is -16, and then I have the +1. Well, that ends up giving us -15 on the right side. Is 2 smaller than -15? No. So A is incorrect. Let's keep going. For the second option, if I plug in 4, and then I plug in 0, well, 0 times 4 is 0, plus 1 is 1. 4 is not less than or equal to 1, so we could eliminate that one. At this point, we're pretty confident the answer is D, but we've spent enough time here so far that it's worth taking a few more seconds just to be sure, because if this doesn't work, we know we made a mistake somewhere and we need to go back and check what that was. If we did make a mistake, we would definitely want to flag this question, move on, so we don't spend too much time on any one question, right? Because each one's worth the same. So we'll go ahead and plug in this 4 here for y. Plug in 2 for x. 2 times 4 is 8. Plus 1 is 9. So we have 4 is less than or equal to 9. Is that true? Well, yes, it is. So our correct answer is D.